Welcome back to my channel. Today, I would like to talk about social media. And I have a question for you. I want you to think about this. How much time do you spend on social media every single day? How much time? Seriously. So I will let you know that I don't spend a ton of time on social media. I still spend more time than I would like. But, Instagram, Facebook, those are kind of the places I am. I'm not on Threads. I got off of Twitter once it became X. And I have a TikTok account, but I don't go over there because I just know myself. Okay. So there was a time though when I was just like always on social. I had businesses and actually my work was in social. I was an influencer manager. So I had to be on social media. I had to know what was going on and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you, like, it really affected my psyche in ways that I really wasn't aware of until I took a step back and stopped spending so much time online. I realized how much I was in other people's business all the time. Having folks, their thoughts going through your head and you're always listening to other people's opinions, it affects you. And it definitely affected me. There was a time about 2 years ago when I decided that I was going to do a formal social media detox. And I was journaling throughout the process and was very intentional about staying off the internet, staying off of social media, and really not being on social media helped me to stay away from my computer and my phone, just like screens in general. I felt more present. I wasn't as anxious. I wasn't as like easily frustrated. And it's something that I think everybody should do. So I just wanted to share my tips for how to do a social media detox, even if you're somebody who like totally loves social and you can't imagine getting off of social media, or maybe you have a business or you're trying to become an influencer. But even with that, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, if you want to be an influencer and you're online all the time, if you're on social, looking at other people's videos all the time, taking in their thoughts all the time, especially these short form, like quick moving videos, it just like, it really dilutes your creativity. And I for sure felt that. I stopped being able to have original thoughts. I stopped being able to think outside of the box. And I started comparing myself to people. It was ugly. It's always ugly. And I see that other folks go through it too. It's not just me. So here's what you can do if you want to do a social media detox. All right. The first thing is to set up whatever parameters you're going to have. All right. So that means you might not be like me and say, oh, okay, I'm just not going to be on social at all. You might say, I'm spending a lot of time on TikTok. So I'm going to take TikTok off my phone and I will spend 10 minutes a day on Instagram and 5 minutes a day on Facebook and 3 minutes a day on Twitch or whatever. And I'm able to watch one long form YouTube video. So like, you don't have to go cold turkey. And it might be difficult to go cold turkey, especially if you're online a lot. So you can decide how you want to set up your detox to get started. Once you do that, y'all, it's not you, okay? These platforms have folks on staff who are creating sticky, addicting algorithms to help you stay on the platform. Like the way that you can scroll so easily and the way that videos just start and the algorithm showing you videos that you like because it's looking at what you previously liked to keep you on there. Like it's not you. So don't feel bad if you need to use some of these tricks. So some of the tricks that I use, and I still use them, y'all, like I'm nowhere near on social media as much as I was before. And I feel like I need to speak up for myself for a little bit. Like I was online a lot, but I wasn't online as much as I could have been as someone who was an influencer and a creator and influencer manager and all that kind of stuff. Like I wasn't on all day long, but I was definitely on enough to feel a difference, to feel like something needed to be changed in my life. So I just wanted to put that out there so y'all don't think, oh, this lady was up all night on on like I'm grateful that I was not that bad with it. But and no judgment. Like again, it's not your fault. These platforms are built to keep you online. That's why I am not on TikTok because I know how my brain works. My brain will be like, oh, I mean, there's so much good stuff on TikTok. So much good stuff. My daughter sends me stuff. Like, not saying that I don't see TikToks, people send them to me, but I'm just not on the platform. Like, I don't have it on my phone. I don't have a sign up easy on my computer or anything like that. So, okay, let me get back to it. All right. The first thing, right? Set up your parameters. Determine like what your parameters are for the detox. Okay. That's number one. Number two is use different tools to help you to stick to those parameters. So I use an app called Self Control even to this day. I put it on my phone. I have it on my computer. So when there are times when I'm feeling, usually it's when I'm like overwhelmed and my brain is saying, girl, just give it up, go scroll, or when I'm like extra tired, I will put Self Control on my computer and I can put in websites that I want it to block. So I'll put in Facebook because look, I'm in my 40s, so I still love me some Facebook. Okay. So I'll do Facebook, I'll do Instagram, I'll do LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is a social media site and it can suck you in too. And the crazy thing is like, I'm not even like commenting most of the time. I'm just scrolling. I'm not taking any of it in. So when I see that I'm getting to that point, then I just go ahead and use the tool that I have to my advantage. The other tool that I use is I use a timer. Okay, so I'll say, Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. Like if I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in a scroll spiral. Let me get out of this spiral. I'll set a timer for like 4 minutes and give myself time to go on Reddit and see what's going on with Ariana and Lala and Sheena and them over on Vanderpump Rules. And then I will, when the 4 minutes happens, when the alarm goes off, I'll throw my phone and I'm done, and then I get up and I go and do something else. So using the tools that are that are at your disposal are going to be helpful. All right. And don't feel bad that you have to use those at all. And then the final thing is to keep track of what you're doing. So write it down every day, write down, okay, today was my first day of my social media detox. I did good. I didn't go on Instagram at all. I did sneak a look over at TikTok, but I think what I need to do is, set an app on my phone at 9 o'clock so I'm not tempted when I get tired, or I need to find a book that I know that I'm going to read. So a lot of times for me, it was just a matter of knowing what else I was going to do during those down times. For me, it was a book. Sometimes it was playing with my son or having a conversation or watching TV with my daughter, going in and bugging my husband. Like knowing what you're going to do is incredibly helpful. And letting people know, just saying like, hey, I'm taking a break. Like if you tag me, I'm not going to see it. If you need me, text me, just let people know. That way you won't get FOMO because the people that you care about, and you'll realize who you care about when your brain has a chance to rest and stop caring about like hundreds of thousands of random people that you're following on social media. All right, let me talk about the benefits. Number one, the benefits is you will have less anxiety. I promise you that. I can guarantee that you will have less anxiety. I'm not saying you won't have any anxiety, but I'm saying you will have less anxiety because again, with all that information coming to you, like your eyes are glazed over, your brain is getting all discombobulated, just taking a break is going to help you to relax. It will help you to relax. That's number one. Number two, it will help you to be more creative. It'll help you to after a few days, once your brain kind of has a chance to rejuvenate and like get juice back up. Because I don't know about y'all, but for me, the internet and social media just like dries my brain out. I feel like it's rotting. It feels just like, ugh. sometimes, so it gives your brain a chance to rejuvenate. All of those idea cells are just like turning over and you'll feel like great again. And then the other thing is it'll help your relationships. It'll strengthen your relationships. You'll find that, okay, instead of scrolling again and looking at people that you don't really know, if you're picking up your phone, you're like, you know what, let me call such and such, or let me text such and such. It's just such a great feeling to connect with people that you actually know in real life. And don't get me wrong, okay? I'm entertained by social media, and I think that we are all entertained. There's some great comedians, there's some cute babies, there's like a lot of cool stuff happening on social media, but it's not our real world. It is the real world, but somebody else's life and what they are doing and what pranks they're pulling and them teaching their baby how to do whatever and them like all none of in the 8 count dances of the same song just over and over. It's not benefiting us, and not that every single action we take in life has to benefit us. But when you realize how much time social media takes from most people, you're like, when am I able to do something that does actually benefit me? It's worth thinking about. So if you guys are interested in doing a social media detox, let me know. And if you made it to the end of this video, down in the comments, why don't you put like put popcorn, popcorn for the drama, okay? All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, I would love for you to do that. And I'll see you in the next video.